Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, it's Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And some room to roll now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Escaping the punt, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Nkemdiche. Continuing to fight downfield, the big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And now running right through it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On second down, here's Rosen to the right side, and he's got Maclin complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Rosen underneath for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, Rosen airing one out from Maclin deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Blue 90.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eddie Goldman in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And now, Charles, what do? You want to create some space here for your punter if you have to punt.
I think maybe you just go quarterback sneak and try and create that space and hope your punter can help you out.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it in their end zone, and that strip may have just saved this ball game for them. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. On the right side, this is Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick. Even though he's small in stature, some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You see it? You see it?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
You see it? You see it?
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. Wright's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a handoff. Johnson spinning past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Dumping it off for Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Gone, 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 gone.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. And that'll be caught by Gresham for a Cardinal touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's got some space here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Play action here with Rosen sliding out of the pocket. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Lock in, lock in.
On second down, here's Trubisky. They complete it to Hill. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Going up top. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit!
On third down, Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And some space here. Finding some room at midfield. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Go. Come on. 180. Blue. Hurry.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He may try and run for this. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye.
18.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone, and now 3rd down. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
You see it?
Trubisky will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Watching that, Barney, Barney.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normally, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
Yeah, a little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Going for the deep ball. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And going deep for Hill. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Again, it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, Rosen. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Being chased out left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw is Rosen. Looking deep here for Macklin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Check in with our referee. The rookie Rosen has the Cards on the move. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jamal.
you.